Alright, so I just want to put this out there. I feel like, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong. Cool. Just say that right there. So, if you can hold me accountable, we can hold each other accountable. That's what I feel like real respect is. And I feel like I don't see that from certain people, is why I excuse myself from situations or events that I don't feel comfortable at, I don't want to be at. So, this is part 3 to what I was just saying. Yes, I have disagreements with certain family members. My brother sometimes, like, yeah, it's normal, cool. But my brother be taking it to another level with these stories and these lies. And it's like extravagant lies. It's like you go out your way to say this and it doesn't be matching up. Nobody knows about it. Nobody heard about it. Nobody even heard about what you said or can confirm what you saying. Like it don't be matching up. Like it don't be adding up. And then it's like you be telling me, oh, you got a kid and I got so many women, and then you don't be having that. Like you don't be having what you be saying you having, and that shit don't be looking right. Oh, you say you could have a house and you could buy a Porsche, you could do this. You know, they just came in the hotel room just lying. Like family friends just lying. I got, I done made $250,000 just lying. Like if you have a decent amount of money, you have it, but you don't need to like lie about it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like that was necessary. I feel like that shit unnecessary. Cause if it was me doing all that shit, I'd be put on blast. I'd be made to look stupid or like a buddy in a fucking joke or some shit. Like I just don't be fucking with certain people. And it's like if you don't mess with that person, cool. But I'm not gonna judge you or tell you how to feel about it. Like you feel the way you feel about it, cool. I could give a fuck. I could care less. Just don't bring that bullshit around here. I don't be fucking with that shit. And you know how I get down. People know how that shit is. It gets personal. Yeah, I believe it does get personal. Especially when you growing up with somebody and people feel like, yeah, they know you or they seen you grow up, but now that you gone away, or you come back and you matured or you lived a different life and are trying to do different things about yourself, people don't recognize like the good things you're trying to do. There's always some bullshit. Like, oh, remember when you was this? Remember you was that? There's like I don't like being at events too because it's like when you get around a lot of older black people, they start to like talk a lot, and I don't like to be around too much talking. I like to see action as well, of course. But like in events and just parties, I'm not a really party person either. I don't really like talking and like, I'll dance and stuff like that, but just after a while I'll be tired, like, be wanting to go chill. So not really a party person. But yeah, my brother is just like OD. Sometimes it gets personal, it gets disrespectful. You know somebody lying. And it's like you don't be wanting just to be hella like, ah, nigga, you lying, cause that should be starting problems. That should be starting fights. It's like I ain't got time for all that petty shit to be starting fights and just to be fighting, and just being mad about that shit. Like people be saying you mad and you this and that. No, like if you come in on some bullshit, I'm gonna let you know. Just like if I was on some bullshit, people take the opportunity to let me know and go out their way to check me about shit. So yeah, my brother like be on some bullshit. And if I don't mess with somebody and I tell him, look, I don't mess with this person, he be like, yeah, oh well, somebody had to do something to him for him to see that they don't like me or something, or he don't mess with them. So it takes somebody doing something to you for you to not fuck with them. Yeah, that shit, I don't be liking that. Like I don't be feeling that. I don't be rocking with that. And certain things, I'm not gonna bring on social media, but I never thought like jokes or like shit when people talk about rape and incest. I never thought like that was cool. Cause that shit real. Those are real problems out there. So it's like niggas is on that bullshit. But let me know if I'm wrong or leave a comment. Cause like I said, that was my room. That was my space. And I feel like, niggas just didn't want to be there. Like I have disagreements. We couldn't agree to disagree on a lot of shit. But Like, it's just like if you lying, especially like if you do that shit at home too, and you like, oh yeah, I'm having females and every girl in the house, and then you know that shit don't be true. That shit be hella disrespectful anyway. Cause why would you want to have a female in every room of the house? Like all that game playing games and just shit. I don't be liking that. Like I don't be standing for that shit. I don't be on board with a lot of the same shit. All that old bullshit. It's just like even back then. Who wanted to hear about that shit? Not me. Peace.